Boston Celtics a 2-game lead in the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks, and it's just heating up. We just getting started. Can Boston be on that sweepstakes? I tell you what, we'll get right to it on the Celtics World Podcast right after this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Celtics World Podcast. It's your boy WayneBreezie. And listen, I'm awaiting my brother. He's late. So it's all good because I'm here and we're gonna have some fun. Shout out to everybody out there that's watching live. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's just been a part of this movement and helping me get started with talking about the Celtics. I was a little nervous at first, but I really do love the Boston Celtics, not just because they're winning and they're like the most dominant team in the NBA. If you guys have known me, it's always been the Celtics, and win or lose, I've been here. But it's cool to talk about them. And I just wanted to give you guys a round of applause for helping me out, being here, on a live show. It's easier when you do a recording. It's a live, Got to show some love to the chat. I see Bro Sense is in the building here first, watching Celtics Nation. I love it. Jason, I got your message. 2-0, baby. Going to Game 3 in Dallas, man. You told me how much you spent on them tickets. Good golly, oh molly. Just think about it. Do me a favor, right? Because I haven't priced any tickets. I already knew. I'm just curious to know how much the ticket for Game 5 will be in Boston. Let me know if it's more than what you paid for in Dallas. I'm just trying to get is it a difference in the price because of the area type of thing? Because, Boston's on the East Coast. Everything's expensive on the East Coast. But I appreciate you, Jason. 49er times in that building. Hit that like, but no like. Hit the like, but no like. I don't know what that means. Hit the like, but no like. Whatever it means, I love it. Appreciate you. Michael Martinez in the building. A lot of 49er Celtic fans. That's what's up. I'm glad that you guys feel comfortable and safe coming out, talking about your Celtics. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Because people think we confused because we like teams on both coasts. There's a reason. It depends on when you grew up. You know what I mean? Rob D in the building. What's going on, Rob? Bang, bang, Breezy gang. Appreciate that. And Rob tells me every day, that he hasn't watched basketball in years. You know what I'm saying? But Rob is here. Listen, guys, I appreciate you for showing up. I definitely want to go over what we witnessed last night, and that's the Boston Celtics doing their thing. But before we do, make sure follow Celtics World Podcast on Instagram. Don't forget to hit that like button right here on the YouTube channel if you're watching live and you're in the YouTube chat. If you're on Twitter or Facebook or anywhere else, man, listen, come on over to the YouTube. Come join the community. That way I can see your comments and stuff like that, and we can kind of go back and forth and things like that. If you do post on Facebook, I can see it, but everybody else can't respond to it. It'd be just me responding. That's kind of boring, right? So feel free, come over to @WayneBreezie on YouTube, all right, and join. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Parker, let's go Celtics. I'm with you, bro. Peachy's in the building. Says thanks for tuning in, Celtics World. Make sure to join, smash that like button, guys. Do all that stuff. Hashtag that BB. Also, just continue to do what you guys are doing. Daniel Berry Sport Highlights. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Celtics in 4. That sounds like the sweepstakes I was previewing at the beginning. Now listen. I, by all means, still think this series goes 6 games, some way, somehow. Everything just seems a little too easy right now. And I just feel like, when the basketball gods come, like, it's going to change up a little bit, right? Celtics got to find out they got to figure out how to get at least one of these on the road. At least one. Crazy thing is that I don't think they've lost on the road in the playoffs. Roland, 24. Or is it Rolland, 24? 2 more to go. I love it. 2 more to go. Let's go. 2 more to go. Like, that's crazy, right? 2 more to go. Man, I'm super excited. Can't be more excited. I got Triple OG waiting in the background. Give me the thumbs up when you're ready to come in, dog. We just kind of introducing the show at this point. And if you guys missed it, the Celtics defeated the Dallas Mavericks 105-98 in Game 2 and took a 2-0 lead series. Here's the crazy part. They scored 2 less points, but they gave up 9 more points. That's crazy, right? Because the first score was 107-89. I still think the defense did exactly what they needed to do. I think the Celtics defensively have figured out the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I mean? I think they figured out the Dallas Mavericks. So everything all set back there. Let's get you on here. What's going on, bro?
Hey, man. What's poppin', man?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, man. You know, just got to bring them a show. Got to answer some of these questions. People got questions. Put your questions in the chat, you know, and we'll get to them. But how you feeling after this victory? I didn't get your initial reaction from game 2.
Man, listen, man. I'm a type of man, and I'm glad I was able to get on this show with you tonight because I owe Jason Tatum an apology. I really do, man. I just feel like a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I feel like he embodies what it means to be a teammate, man. He was throwing dimes last night, man.
12 of them things.
That's what I'm saying. He was all over the place. It was like, yo, whoever cooking, cook. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's shown us on several occasions he can get his whenever he wants. But if this is who we got to be to win, I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it.
I'm glad you brought that up because we're the first not to necessarily like critique Jason Tatum, because I think our critiques for Tatum is more attack the basket, get to the rim type stuff, right?
But attack and dish. Like,
right.
You don't have it dish.
Right. But he did have lanes where he was able to get to the rim in this game, and he just couldn't finish because he was getting hacked. And I don't know why they're not calling foul, but there was 3 of them layups he missed because of the contact, and he had to go stronger off of trying to, you know, the old English off the glass, how they used to say. But you mentioned something about Jason Tatum, and I wanted to play one of the clips in his pressers, and you know, I want to get your feedback on it. And you probably already saw it because I felt like you were alluding to it. But at the end of the day, Jason Tatum understands what it's like to be a leader. And he told me right here in this.
It has a lot to do with that. You know, I've been here before and we didn't win. And it's just like, you know, we're so close to what we're trying to accomplish. Why would I let my ego or my need to score all the points get in the way of that? You know, there are going to be times where, you know, I need to score, and obviously I need to shoot better. Golly. But, you know, really, we always talk about do whatever it takes for however long it takes. And if I need to have 16 potential assists every single night, and that's what puts us in the best position to win, and doesn't mean I'm the leading scorer, by all means, you know, if that gives us the best chance to win, sign me up.
He said if that gives him the best chance to win, to sign me up. It just seems like, Cliff, that Jason Tatum has matured to where, as if he was any other NBA star, he would be looking to go for his. How do you feel about Jason Tatum and his maturity level and him doing whatever it takes for his team, not him, but his team, to win?
He's taking the power back from the talking heads. That's what it is. They shaped the narrative. They don't want to start all this mess. I can go back to Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin just trying to play ball. Y'all started Linsanity. The media, they do that. Like we do that. And I'm just so happy that he said what he said because I saw it last night. Now, I will say you got to stop. You're too big. You got to go up there. You got to start running people over. Either they're going to call a foul one way or the other. You got to start going strong and stop waiting for the ref to bail you out. But at the same time, I totally get what he's saying because I saw what he was trying to accomplish. One assist that he got to Drew, he was going to the basket. You can already tell that's where he was going to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Drew was hot. What? I'm trying to win right now. How many times have we been on gigs, Wayne, when you be on the road? What are we going to upset the apple cart for? Everybody dancing. Let's go.
Right. And you don't got to do a song you want to do. Keep doing what they do what they like.
Man,
I feel like I'm the Jason Tatum of this music game. I ain't going to drop 40 a night, but you're going to have a good damn experience. I know what to give for you to be great. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
like I feel like Jason Tatum deserves like flowers or awards or a round of applause for just being great. So like, poor shooting night, and he was the first to self-reflect and say, "Yo, I gotta shoot better."
Yeah.
I like that because he knows he's got to shoot better. Here's what people aren't witnessing. They might not be able to see it in real time. Jason Tatum is being double teamed on every possession. But then there's times they send 3 people, they blitz him, and they're forcing him to, this is why the turnovers happen. They're forcing him to make a quicker decision. So they're speeding up his process. And so I can't wait to see like 2 years from now when Jason Tatum masters that portion of the assist game. He's growing in a different way. We already know he could drop 40. That's not a problem. We know he can shoot, and when he's on, he's on. We know he can rebound. Jason Tatum has 13 double-doubles, Cliff, in this year's playoffs. 13 double-doubles. He was 1 rebound, bro, from a triple-double in this game, finishing with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists, bro.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, whether he scored a lot or not, he balled out to give his team the best opportunity for a chance to win. And I think that's what it is, because Kevin Parker says he gets double teamed a lot also. And he does. He does. He does. He did have a question, though. Do you think Tatum's going to have his kind of game in one of these games? Do you think Tatum goes off for, let's say, at least a 30-point game in one of these games in the series? I feel like on the road is where he's gonna probably go off.
He's gonna have to, because benches always play better at home. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to, because we don't know what we're gonna get from the bench. We don't know what position. We don't know what condition that Porzingis is in. He's gonna have to. What he did last night ain't gonna work. Wednesday. It's just what it is. It ain't gonna work.
What did he? Okay, so we'll flip the script to Porzingis, because I mean he got you 12 points off the bench. And when he was on the floor, Dallas couldn't score. So what did he do last night that got you so bothered? I'm just curious.
Who?
Porzingis.
He didn't do anything. He's injured again. I mean, I saw it when he hit the ground. I was like, oh, that's it. That's a wrap.
I mean, he played 3/4. He played 20. He played more minutes. Cliff. Yeah. He didn't score as much, but he was still a plus on the floor. So
I have no problem with him, other than the fact that you saw it when he it looked like the last time he lifted his leg up. He couldn't really put no pressure down on his leg, and he was running back down the court, and he couldn't really do nothing. And then when he left, he never came back.
He left in the 4th quarter. So for people that don't know exactly what happened as Cliff is describing the injury, like it was in the 4th quarter. Hence when Dallas started going on that run, right?
Yep.
Like, because you lose your rim protection. So I agree that him being on the floor defensively just makes the Celtics that much greater, but they figured out how to close out this game without Porzingis in the most critical moments of the game. So Porzingis stated that, he playing regardless, like he's playing. And Joe Mazzulla stated that, like, this injury isn't even the same thing. This is more like more like a knee type of injury. It's not the same, right? So it's not the same thing that it was before. It's not stemmed from the same thing. They were beating him up, literally. You watch this game again, they're attacking Porzingis. And it's not like they're attacking him like they're deliberately going at him, being extra tough, which is fine. Like, I'm cool with it. I think he took a charge in his game. But they're really going at him. They know he's fragile. They know that, so they're going at him. Porzingis has to play smarter basketball when it comes to protecting his body, but there's just some things he can't control. It's just some things he can't control. Those guys literally were running into him to injure him, in my opinion. Not saying that they were trying to injure him.
No, they weren't trying to injure him.
But my point is, they're going at him because he's injured. Cliff, is what I'm saying. So, like,
and he's slight of build too. You got to understand,
right?
I gotta hit you. You
right?
You skinny, like you.
Right. So I'm not saying they're trying to injure him on purpose. They're just attacking him because they know he's weak. That's what I'm trying to say.
And where do you think that's coming from?
That's coming from Jason Kidd, 100%.
The wife beater, yeah, of course, yeah.
I knew you were going to go there, but that's coming from Jason Kidd, 1,000%. He's the old school mentality type of guy.
He's prone to violence. I mean, he's proven that. He's prone to violence. So I mean, why wouldn't he tell other people to be violent? Just like he tried that shit with trying to turn. It's like right now on this show, somebody go, yo, I like you, WayneBreezie. You know what I'm saying? We the #1 show, and somebody's running like is WayneBreezie carrying the show. You listen, as long as me and you was on good terms,
right,
and our money coming in, I wouldn't give a damn what nobody got to say.
Yeah, I feel you.
But he put that JB thing, and JB is the best player on the team. We know that's not the case. That's not the case. Now he may be the best player in these playoffs, but he is not a better basketball player than Jason Tatum. I am so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry.
I don't know. I mean, I agree because overall, Tatum is the better player, but it just seems like Jaylen Brown is in his bag right now, and he's playing the best basketball he's ever played in his life. And I'm starting to understand that it doesn't come down to like you dropping, 30 a night, like 40. Like it don't come. That's not where it matters. I'm gonna read you this, and this was dope, right? So when I read the points spread, like when I read the points distribution, I'm like, oh snap! The Celtics won back-to-back games at home with pretty much dead even distribution. Here you go. You ready? 21 points for Brown, 18 for Tatum, 5 for Horford. Derek White had 18, 26 for Drew. We'll talk about him in a little bit. And then Porzingis got you 12 off the bench, and he missed a majority of that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right? Sam Hauser got you 2 points. Peyton Pritchard hit that miraculous 3-point shot at the end of the third quarter. That was his only 3 points.
I was going to say that was his only. No, he scored in the Bing one time, right?
Nah,
he only had 3 points.
Yeah,
but he was defending. Him and Hauser, they stepped up their defense, man.
They step up, but they still got to hit wide open shots, bro. I'm not gonna take away from right. and I'm okay if Pritchard is not getting baskets, because what Pritchard does is he'll dribble, he'll penetrate the defense, get down underneath the rim, look to kick the ball out. But sometimes I'm like, Pritchard, if you feel like you got your guy beat, take that layup. Like if you miss it, you miss it. But take that opportunity to get going, because it'll take more pressure off the. Now they got to defend you differently. So Pritchard's got to be a little bit more active and around the basket. But Sam Hauser is struggling, bro. 0 for 5 from the 3.
He hit one the other night in game 1, didn't he?
He hit 2 the other night. I thought he was over the struggle.
Whatever it was that ailed him.
Yeah. Porzingis back. Maybe he was off the Porzingis high. I don't know. But Sam Hauser had at least, out of those 5 threes, I swear all 5 of them were wide open, bro. They're not even defending him. He's just missing.
I wouldn't. He'd have to hit 2 or 3 in a row for me to even consider doing anything with him.
Totally understand, bro. Totally understand. So that's my question. Like the bench distribution got you 17 points. So our bench still outscored their bench. Ain't that crazy? Our bench outscored their bench for the second night in a row.
And that's what we've been calling for the whole time. If you really think about it, that's what we've really been asking for. Through for all of our shows, we want our bench to show up. If our bench can do that, I mean, I can't see nobody beating us. Not no 7-game series. And Kyrie could say what he want. Listen, JB, Holiday, and White, all you want. And even though Luka cooking, he not cooking. They giving him all kind of problems.
So, I got my theory on what's going on with Luka, because he is cooking. He's cooking. He's just not finishing. It's a big difference. But I think he cooks. He's definitely cook. He cooked.
What did he finish last night with 29 or 32?
He finished with 32.
Okay, but he scored 23 in the first half.
Right. So he still
9 points.
So he still cooked. He just didn't finish. I'll
take that.
Yeah, every game. Like let him. I'm gonna explain what I'm talking about. But I want to get back to the bench. Their bench, Cliff scored 6, 7, 6. What's 6 and 3? 10, 9? 9. So the Celtics. Now you said that their bench is gonna play better at home. They might get more out of Exum. They did not play Tim Hardaway Jr., but he might get more minutes at home. They went Josh Green route. They went the Cleveland route. They went obviously Derek Lively, and Jaden Hardy came in at the end of the game. I would expect to see him come in a little bit more because he was able to, in game one, he was able to help the Mavs go on a run. Once we took everybody out, he was abusing that second unit and made the game closer than what it should have been. So Jaden Hardy might be a player you want to keep your eye on the radar, in game 3, because you talked about the home team's bench playing a lot better at home. I think my issue for the Celtics defensively in this game was they did their normal due diligence on their big 3, and then they got points from Derrick Jones this game. Like, he got significantly amount more points, so they got to figure out how to limit those dudes. So my theory on what you were saying about Luka, I think Luka runs out of gas, Cliff. I think this dude was 1 for 6 in the fourth quarter, bro. He was 1 for 4 in game 1. Like, he could not score.
Do look like conditioning is something that he really works on, bro? Come on.
Nah, you're looking at him. Nah. Now, when you look at him, him and what's the dude from Denver? Jokic.
Yeah.
Jokic, like, I just feel like conditioning ain't a part of their game plan yet.
Nah.
And it will help them sustain, but they kind of go ice cold in the fourth quarter, which is when you need them to go ice cold. So, do the Celtics continue to stick with that type of game plan? We could talk about the game plan going into the next game, but do they stick to that same type of game plan, moving forward? Like, just let Doncic cook? Well, what do you think?
I think hitting their ass up at 94 feet or whatever is the key. You can't stop Doncic, you can't stop Kyrie. But if you meet their ass right, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these guys, and I don't want to call them front runners, but when it's easy, it's easy. When you allowed to cook, you cook. But when you're met, I always got analogies. What were the only times you saw Mike Tyson get knocked out when he was Mike Tyson? When he was going backwards, when he was being pushed backwards. It's the same thing with these guys. These guys dominate you. You're chasing them around. Look at how our defenders play defense on them. Ain't nobody going for all that, like Luka's scoring, but he's using his big body and he's turning and doing that little shot. But again, he got to work for that. He ain't just getting that. And like you said, third or fourth quarter, that shit ain't falling. Your legs are going. So I mean, I feel what you're saying. And Kyrie, first of all, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot with Kyrie possibly being off, but he's being defended, man.
100%. The switching on Kyrie has been superb. The Jaylen Brown, did you see the defense by Jaylen Brown on Kyrie on that possession when he made Kyrie lose the ball not once, but twice, and then made Kyrie travel?
They got to go for the travel.
And then he looked like he didn't travel. Negro, you pick your foot up and then jump to the side and dribbled again and then took the shot. What you want to call a double dribble? What are we calling here?
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready, bro. He wasn't ready. JB not playing.
Yeah.
JB not playing.
That's the scary part. Did you see the portion of the game where Jaylen Brown was mic'd up and they were losing in the first quarter, and Jaylen Brown was telling them, "Yo, y'all got to continue to do this." He wasn't yelling at him, but his voice was pretty stern, saying, "We knew this was going to happen. We knew they were going to come out here like this, and we got to keep doing what we do." And lo and behold, here come the defense, right? Here come the defense. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Jason Tatum wasn't he was the poorest shooter on the team, but this team sucked in shooting from the floor, from the three. They were terrible. Cliff, 25.6% from the 3-point line. We were 10 for 39, bro.
It's all good though because we defended. We defended. We kept them. It don't matter what we hitting. We kept them to under 100 points for 2 straight games.
2 straight games.
Come on, baby.
2 straight games. What's going on, Miss Cynthia? 2 straight games.
Oh, you said 2 and 2 gonna always be 4, baby.
You know what I mean? You're right, Cliff. I mean, the defense locks in. They do their thing. Real quick, man, just recapping the game in your head. I got the game on going to my left right now. Any controversial calls stood out to you? You know, apparently there was this controversial call about the block from Jaylen Brown. I mean, the push in the back from Jaylen Brown and the block by Derek White on PJ Washington. I wanted to get your thoughts about that.
Being that brothers was out there, I call it a blessing. It was a foul. There were actually 2 fouls. And they didn't get called. And just like when Tatum went into every time Tatum went in the bang, he got touched up on his arms, shoulders, and he ain't get no calls. So they didn't call it. They let y'all play. So it wasn't a foul because they didn't call it. So it is what it is. But if we being honest, Brown had his hand on the dude back when he went up. All right, that right there.
But was there a shove? Because I could put my hand on your back, but if I don't extend my arm to push you, like that's not a foul. You understand what I'm saying? So I could touch you.
Tony Brothers is out there. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, and you know what? Even if it was a foul, let's say if it was a foul, right?
It was subjective.
It was way too subjective. Just like on a previous possession, I believe between them two. Remember when they were going up for a rebound and they shoulder touched, and then they tried to say that Jaylen Brown pushed them, and it was with the shoulder when the dude tripped over his own foot and fell down to the ground. But they called that on Jaylen Brown. I wonder if that was a makeup call.
It could have been. It was 2 stupid calls on Jaylen Brown, and it was one stupid call. There was a bunch of stupid fouls in my opinion.
Yeah,
for all of us.
Yeah. Yep. I thought the game was pretty evenly officiated, though. They had 24 free throws.
I didn't like the way they was fishing. No, I didn't like the way they was doing Tatum, man.
It was 24-20. I agree that there were some non-contact calls. Because that's why I said every time Tatum went to the rim, he was getting touched up. And so it was just like, I wonder what that does to you mentally, Cliff. Like, I wish I could ask Jason Tatum on some real, like mentally, like how does that affect you when you know you get touched and they don't call the foul? Because you saw him complain. He threw the hands in the air. I'm like, please don't throw the technical foul, please don't. Because they know they tee us up.
I sent you a text saying he pissing me off, and that's why he's pissing me off.
Understood.
Let it go. Either they gonna call it or they not.
Okay.
Make yourself big and go in that goddamn lane and get yours, man.
See, I think that's the part of the maturity for Jason Tatum's game that I think is messing with him mentally, because a foul is supposed to be a foul.
Yeah,
but if I'm not getting fouled, like what the freak do I got to do to get a foul call? You know what I mean? Like what I got to get kicked in the nards? What? Nah. Like, and he's been kicked before.
You got to bring the physicality to them.
I think so.
You got to bring the physicality to them. Make them make a call.
I agree with that 100%. I say that the Celtics, you know, when we talk about the game plan or the mindset or whatever, they got to be the more aggressive team. You know, I felt like in game 1, they were the more aggressive team. You know, a lot of the Dallas Maverick fans may feel like, dang, we missed like 8 free throws. We missed mad free throws. Yeah, you did. You know, Celtics went 19 for 20. Only person that missed a free throw was Tatum. Crazy, right? To think like that. He went 5 for 6. But at the end of the day, I'm with you, bro. I think their mindset has to get back into just being aggressive and attacking. Now, I still think they got to shoot, because they got to, when they are on, it's lights out. It's a big lead. It's over pretty much.
I really think that this whole series is predicated on defense more so than offense.
It could be. They have a top offense, and you're trying to neutralize that.
And now, if you want to get into a shootout with them, we're gonna lose.
No,
it's better to shut them down and take whatever offense we get as a result of our defense. And if you notice with the steals and the blocks and all that and the contested shots, it's making for offense that we don't even have to get in the half court sets for. And another thing is, I don't think anybody's even talking about this. I thought about this last night. Luka likes to walk the ball down. That is tailor-made for us. He walks the ball down. So we in a half-court set. We set on offense. The best way to play us, the best way to play us is to run.
Right.
Like Cleveland did. No,
Right.
Luka walking the ball up. Luka and Kyrie, they walking the ball up.
But Cliff, I told you, they have to. They can't spend too much energy or they're done after the first half. They have to slow the game down. They have to. This is their way. Now, what Dallas loves is to get one-on-one, especially with Luka and Kyrie. Kyrie feel like he could take it on anybody in the world, and Luka feel like he could score on anybody in the world. And sometimes that works. It works. It works. They're great. They're gifted, right? They're gifted. But my point is, when you ramp up the defense, when you ramp it up, and they lock in like pit bulls lock in, it's almost impossible.
You got to work.
You got to work for, like you just said about Luka. He had to work. Yo, he had 23 in the first half. He had to literally work for those 23. He missed the wide open ones. Like the ones we left him wide open because of bad communication or something. He had a couple off of some screens, but them joints he was working for. Boston switch game is ridiculous, and they're switching on him with Pritchard, Holiday, White, Brown. You're not seeing too much Tatum on Luka, and I think I like that. I think you told me that at the beginning of the series that you didn't really want to see that, and I said you're going to have to do it because of the size. I didn't think Derek White and Drew Holiday was going to come out and give this guy any fits, and Peyton Pritchard off the bench.
Okay, look at Derek Howard at 6'4", but if you look at his arms, he's a long 6'4".
Okay.
He's a long 6'4", and he's cagey, and he knows how to use his body. He knows how to use angles. He intuitively grasped, or he just intuitively like figures out what he has to do. You know what I mean? What's up, Harmony, Equality? But he gets it. Like he understands his role, and I just think that Brad Stevens he created a heavenly backcourt.
Oh my
with them
gosh!
Too.
Can we give Brad Stevens a round of applause real quick? It's almost like he was born to be GM.
Yeah, man. Because Derek White, I didn't see him doing these things.
And that was a trade with San Antonio, right? Yeah.
And also with Drew Holiday, I was upset. Remember, I was mad. I was like, Marcus Smart would not be able to do. Marcus Smart did have some timely threes, though.
He did. He clutch ones. Yeah, for sure.
Threes, so I'm not gonna do that. And plus, he was a hell of a defender.
He was more energetic, more vocal too. Those are the things I don't want to take away from Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
But what are you going to say about between him and Drew? Because I feel like something's coming up.
No, I just don't know. I don't know. I love what Drew is doing, but I've seen Smart do the exact same thing.
No, absolutely not.
You have not seen Smart get hot from the three?
I've seen him get hot, but Drew hasn't gotten hot from the three. Drew's just playing consistently great basketball. He's being in the right spot at the right time. He's making the right play at the right time. And defensively, he's able to switch and be effective because of his power. See, I feel like Marcus Smart would switch too, but Marcus Smart would get taken advantage of from time to time. Marcus Smart was more of a gnat. Drew Holiday, a different type of bug that you don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you were saying that he was doing all that, but he's only been doing it for like the last 4 games. Like he was trash in the first really 2 series.
He wasn't trash, but Cliff, I think it was the way that it was who he had to play against. Remember, I told you the matchup wasn't good against Miami, right? There was no Jimmy Butler. So like it's different. It's a different matchup. If Jimmy was there, I don't even think Jimmy buckets would have went off because he would have had Drew there. Now Jimmy hits shots like Luka, right? Like they kind of got this magic touch when they hit that fadeaway, knee up in the air, kind of Dirk Nowitzki kind of fadeaway step back. They got magic touch. But I'm telling you right now, that was the matchup Drew Holiday was ready for. Unfortunately, he didn't play, and then he had to kind of like change his game. Them kids was running all up and down the court on them, like they were just fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know, And I said it in our preview before. I said it straight up. I feel like Dallas shouldn't even be here. I think Minnesota should be
said
here.
it.
Minnesota choked. It wasn't Dallas's greatness. The moment was just clearly too big for them. They wasn't ready for the moment.
You called it. You definitely did.
Game 3 gonna tell it all, man.
So like, all right. So here's my game plan for game 3. Since we talking about it, I believe Porzingis is gonna play, and the fact that you don't have him starting is the key, right? And so I'm cool. Do we if let's say Porzingis is 100% clear to play, whatever? Do you change up the starting lineup?
No. Keep him right where he's at. Keep him right where he's at. He has a jolt of energy off the bench. We can get Al a little lathered up, and then let Al sit down. Let Porzingis come in, and then we still got that other boy. What's his name?
Luke Cornett.
Cornett will be fine in this series because they're playing so slow. We're playing so slow. He'll be fine.
And it's all about rim protection.
Yes.
And changing the trajectory of the shots.
And plus, he got 6 fouls that we don't give a damn about. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is.
So let's talk about the hypothetical. Let's talk about Porzingis not playing in game 3. You still start Al, Luke Cornett off the bench. The difference between the two, though, is I think Cornett can be some type of rim protection, but you're not going to get any offense from him.
None.
That's the part that'll hurt the Celtics.
Putbacks off of rebounds, and that's about all you're going to get from him. If you give him the ball and expect him to cook, shit, you'll starve. I'll tell you that right now.
He can get to the he's a good lob threat, though. He could get to the basket if they allow that.
Dallas got some high flyers, baby.
They do, man, and they got some high flyers, and they strong too. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and act like Daniel Gafford is a little weak punk or Derek Lively the second, the rookie. Like, is he? Nah, they not weak at all, and they're gonna look to try to play Lively more because Doncic is better when Lively is on the court. His assist numbers go way up. You see them lobs go to the rim. They're going to look to do something. They're going to have to do something because they don't want to go down 3-0. So I'm expecting Dallas to come out with the 4th of July fireworks, bro.
Oh, yeah. We might be down by 15 by the end of the first half.
But then that deal start to tighten up, pause,
That's
right?
it.
Like, yeah, like
you can't. I'm just gonna say what I gotta say. I ain't pausing. I ain't no Diddy and none of that. It is what it is. Shit.
I'm just saying though, the D got to tighten up because and I got to talk about Coach Mazzulla. I got to get his dude his props. Yo, he's faced some tough coaches in these playoffs, and he's defeated all of them. And there's only one more that's standing in his way, and that's Jason Kidd. But before we do that, I want to send some love out to Sinister. All right, Sinister just gifted 5 memberships to the WayneBreezie channel. Sinister, you're going to get those air horns. I appreciate you. Niner Joe, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Grizz, I3, Yosef, Bay, Retro Gamer _7. Thank you guys so much. We got new members to the channel, man. We appreciate you. We salute you. Let's keep this train. Let's keep this party going, bro. Let's go. Cliff. Let's talk about Coach Joe. Yo, Joe, how you feeling about our coach, bro, at this point?
I think Joe's figuring it out. One thing I don't see in Joe's eyes, I don't see no damn fear.
Bro, did you see that? Did you see the clip? Like, bro, like is he a robot? Is he real?
He ain't scared.
Never scared. He on his bone crusher. I got you.
That's all. And that right there, I respect that. You know what I mean about Joe. I don't agree with all of his decisions, but I mean, I gotta be when retrospectively, I can look back now and I can see where he did some of the things he did. Mm-hmm. I will never understand why Brissett is not getting any run at all. I'm not understanding that. and Hauser is. Now Hauser did show me something defensively
both the last two games.
Yo, Hauser got caught out there on the island with
And he had a
Kyrie, and he held his own.
Held him, and he had a dope rebound in this game that I didn't know he was gonna get, and he was able to tip it to get it to his guys. Like, I like what I'm seeing from Hauser, and I'm not used to seeing that, but he's got to take advantage of the wide open 3-point shots.
Yeah,
but Coach Mazzulla's setting him up. Here's what I like about the coach, man. You talked about it. And I just want to put this out there that the Celtics have won 9 straight games.
Straight.
Key word.
And we better on the road than we are at home.
That's another key phrase. Shout out to Jason Hesse. I think he put that in the message in the joint.
Where?
In the comment section. I think he said something like that. 9 straight games. Just want to put that out there. But, you know, when I look at Coach Mazzulla, you talked about him learning, and I see it. And I see him showing it. He's calling the proper timeouts at the proper time. He's getting his guys back into the mix of everything. Listen, man, look, these dudes ain't better than y'all. They can't beat y'all. Y'all just got to chip away, you know. And the Celtics haven't really trailed by much, so it's not like they had like you said, this game might be the game where they be down by 15 and they might have to, you know, pull a comeback. But if there's another coach in this game that can't get his players to lock in defensively when he pushes a button, Cliff, it's Coach Joe Mazzulla. And not only do they lock in defensively, they start to score, and then they go on a run. And then the run is ridiculous, and then it shocks the whole other team, and then it's hard for them to come back and counter that with their own run. So Coach Joe Mazzulla, man, definitely gets a round of applause for just showing growth in the playoffs, right? Like, he didn't do none of this in the regular season. Regular season, we were like, yo, this dude need help. What is his problem? How do you not call a timeout? I think it was for these type of moments. I think it was for these moments right here. Short rotation. Got to utilize who you got. I trust my players. And I have plays when we call timeouts and we need a basket.
Mm-hmm. Totally understand. I totally agree. I totally agree. Any
thoughts going into, you know, I want to kind of like preview, you know, a little bit about game 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, how difficult is this game going to be for the Boston Celtics, you know?
Well, there's some factors that are involved, and if I'm being honest, I mean, I know I said we're down by 15, but if this is going to be the Drew that we're going to get, and this is going to be the White we're going to get, we're going to beat their ass We're going to beat their ass Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to go against the Celtics when they've proven they're the better team, the more dominant team. They do lack aggression at times, but they know when to turn the dial up a little bit. They know when to get a little bit more aggressive. Like, it's weird.
I don't know about that lack aggressive. Like this dude got his shot blocked by 2 people.
So when I say lack aggression, go back and watch the first quarter, and the energy just simply wasn't there. Now, I don't know if it was because they were failing to hit threes and they were getting down on themselves or what. When the Celtics are hitting threes, there's a bunch of energy.
Yeah.
It's when they're missing those threes where their energy starts to change.
Joe was of the mindset, shoot, just make sure you play defense.
He still is. That's his mindset.
I'm if you're gonna give me the ultimate on the defensive end, shoot the damn ball. Okay. Because at the end of the day, our defense is going to dictate and give us everything we need. We can feed in this series right now. Our defense is what is driving the force for every other thing we're doing.
Yeah, but you use the word. I don't know if it's a insensitive type of a word, but I use that. I can't remember if it was on Bleacher Report or whatever, and I use that word dictate. That's what the Celtics do. They're
Why
looking
is it insensitive? That's what's happening.
I just dictate kind of just sounds like you. It's just weird. It's a new world today. I don't know if you noticed
that. But if my secretary at work is drafting something for me, and I say, I got to.
I don't have a problem with the goddamn word, Cliff. I'm just telling you the world probably has a problem with the word.
Well, I'm at the point now where the world needs to get over it.
And the world is the world, bro.
Yo, but at some point we just not gonna be able to talk.
I think that's why we go to text messaging.
Shit. Shoot, I'm sorry, man. No, because I'm keeping it a whole stack, man. I don't want to get on that, but at the end of the day, you're not even allowed to be human. I got a neighbor who's about as racist as a day is long, and me and him get along.
Of course.
Every day. That's my guy.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I allow him to be racist. You know why? As long as you ain't yelling nothing to me and my wife across the fence, and you ain't impeding my opportunity to go out with me and get my money, stay in your little racist bubble with your little jockey thing, and I don't care.
I seen that on the episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yo.
Well, he did move it to the backyard though. He was like, "If it bothers y'all, move it to the back." I looked at him. I was like, "What do you think?" I didn't even answer. Then I came home from work. Now it's in his backyard. But my thing of it is I'm not on his porch trying to change his perspective. That I just know not to mess with you. I mean, like, right. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with the word dictate. I just know that it can be, some people can take it out of context and it may sound insensitive. So there's just certain things that, just being a host, that I just apologize in advance, but I'm still going.
You got an algorithm to deal with too,
and I'm still going to use the word. So the Celtics need to continue to dictate how this game goes. Okay, like we got on the way there, so they have to continue, and that's why they got to come out in Game 3, like not necessarily just like on fire because they're scoring, but their energy got to be up. Their energy got to be up, because I can tell you right now that Luka Doncic is going to get buckets in the first quarter. I can tell you that Kyrie is going to get buckets in the first quarter. The question is, who from the Celtics are going to get buckets in the first quarter? Is it going to be Tatum? Is it going to be Brown? Are their energy levels going to be up? Because they're going to try to take those two guys out of the game and force Derek White, Drew Holiday. And now, let me ask you this. Drew Holiday dropped 26. He damn near probably could have had 30 points on these guys. He hit the other 2 threes he missed. Now you got to defend him. So they got to make some tough decisions. And I don't think Dallas is a great defensive team, because they literally lost to Drew Holiday and Derek White. And the other guys, to me, were like the assist guys. Like, you got 12 off the bench from Porzingis. You had Tatum at bay playing great all-around basketball.
Tatum was everywhere, man.
Everywhere on the court, bro. He was a nuisance.
Bro.
He was a nuisance. Straight up. Cliff, your feed froze on me. You might have to go back out, and there it is, and he's going to come back in. So, guys, I want to know what you guys think about Game 3, how the Celtics can get the job done. They have to. They must. It's not a win-win, but they win this game. They can continue to dictate pretty much how the series go. They can kind of not necessarily play around for a Game 4. Not that I'm trying to jump ahead, but I would like to see the Celtics win it at home. So if they can win it in 4 games, they win it in 4 games. But right now it starts at Game 3. I think they continue the same type of game plan when it comes to just allowing Luka to just be Luka, but make him have to earn those buckets. Continue to be tough on Luka Doncic. Continue to be tough on Luka. You got to. At some point, you've watched it in not 1, but 2 games where Luka kind of just falls flat in the fourth quarter. Them same shots he was hitting, he's not hitting anymore. He's getting older. You remember back a couple of years ago, Luka was magical. Luka would play to the end of the game, hit a 3-point shot to beat you in your face. I know you guys remember that as Celtic fans, because we watched it. Like, we watched him hit a shot in like Jason Tatum's face, and we were just like, dang, at the buzzer though? That far back from the 3? Really, Luka? So I feel like he's a different Luka. Like, I feel like he has to play differently because his body's a little different. So we'll see what's going to happen. But I think the Celtics definitely have what it takes to win on the road, right? They are the road dogs. They're the road warriors, is what I like to call them. What a rush, right? I feel like the Celtics just got to continue to play the same type of basketball that they've been playing, same type of rotation that they've been having. The only question mark is Kristaps Porzingis and what is his health going to be like? And I think we'll know a little bit more tomorrow. I feel like today's the first day after the injury, so he's probably going to be a little sore. But I feel like 2 days from now, like tomorrow, I feel like the soreness should start on being on the decline. And then on Wednesday, he should be green light, good to go. So Kristaps Porzingis plays, we should be Gucci and things like that. Ben wants to know, we got a couple of questions we'll take. Oh, any game predictions before we get to some of the questions in the chat?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna take game 3. I think it's gonna be a tight one, and we're gonna win it. I know you said we can't win tight games, but I feel like they're gonna tighten up. But I think that we're gonna rise to the occasion and we're gonna win game 3. And if we're gonna lose any game, it's gonna be this game. I know I'm hedging my bets, but if we're gonna lose any game, it's gonna be this game because this is the dispensable game.
And then this will be the wake-up call game for them to tighten it up for game 4, take that one on the road, come back home, game 5. I see what you're saying. Ben has a question, off-subject question. What NFL team do you like, Cliff?
I am an NFL whore. I am not committed to any more teams now. My team, you give a team like Dallas fans, I don't understand y'all. It don't make no sense. Your team listen. My team has shown me, they made it painfully obvious that they're not going to be good and they're not even trying to get it good. So now I'm going from team to team, all right? All right? If you must know, I'm a Giants fan, but I rock with the Steelers and I rock with the 49ers, and if all else fails, there's always the Chiefs.
Really?
Huh?
You just hit me with the Chiefs?
I mean, I don't root for them. If I'm going to watch football, I'm a Giants fan. What do I have to look forward to? The Jets are better than us, bro.
No, they're not. You saying that because they got a guy like Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to tell you right now, I think Daniel Jones
is trash.
I bet you he go to the Pro Bowl this year.
Doing what?
What you mean doing what?
He going to be selling stuff? Or he going to be working for NFL? He going to be commentating?
Let me tell you right now, if Daniel Jones has a healthy season, he going to be in the Pro Bowl.
Saquon Barkley carried him.
He got a top. No, he didn't. Saquon Barkley missed the whole damn season, and that's the issue. Saquon Barkley wasn't good. Period. His whole NFL career just not great due to injuries. When did he first for his rookie year? That's the only year you want to harbor on. After that, it was down season for Saquon Barkley, bro.
He got no offensive line.
I didn't blame. That's not my fault. Your team don't invest in a goddamn offensive line.
But if you're gonna tell a story, tell the whole story.
Yeah, we know everybody. So if that's the case, then that's why Daniel Jones sucked too.
Daniel Jones sucks because Daniel Jones sucks.
No, because they don't got an offensive line. It's the same thing. You know it.
It don't matter. Like I said,
he's a Chiefs. I didn't know you were a Chiefs fan.
I'm not a Chiefs fan, bro. I
didn't know you would root for the Chiefs.
I was being facetious, but I mean, I didn't root for them against y'all in the playoffs. I mean, in the Super Bowl, I had my 49ers everything.
I know you did. I just didn't know that you had Chief likings in your blood.
Because I'm listen to me.
You really are a whore.
I am a whore. I said that, and I'm a proud. Because you know why? I have a right. And if we're in my shoes, when you see the dumb shit that we do.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, then. You can't get behind that.
Cliff, we talk every week. Like, I there's no answers for me, for your team. But I bet you Daniel Jones this year, I feel like y'all got a little bit better on the offensive line.
You know who we should have went after?
And y'all got a weapon. Good God. Y'all got Malik Neighbors, man.
Yeah.
And if you've been watching those practice highlights, like I've been watching them joints.
Not really. I not really.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. What is his name? Smith. Why didn't we go after him? Where did he end up going? He left Dallas. Where did he end up going?
Smith. Tyron Smith. The tackle?
Yeah.
Oh, where did he go? He went to a good team. Oh, Seattle. Why do I feel like he's in Seattle? Let me just look it up.
We need. I feel like our offensive line was a big part of why our offense is why our office is the way our office is.
Oh, he went to the Jets.
He went to the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna tell me with a healthy Aaron Rodgers that the Jets are not better than us?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you had that much faith in us. I really am. You guys are due. You guys are due this year. I think this is your year, 49ers. I think you guys are due this year.
Thank you, Antoine.
You have your crew. What I like about 49ers is I think 49ers have the dopest fans. Like, y'all have a different energy than the Cowboy fans. Y'all are dope. Y'all are dope fans. Your fan base, and it's all fun, man. Y'all are, first of all, you in the Bay, you know.
Everything's chilled out there.
Everything cool, chill,
like free. Everybody you know what I'm saying, carefree. Everything is it's a little different out there. I ain't going front. I come out there, I get all rowdy because I'm from the East Coast. But nah, man, look, I think you know, I'm actually gonna be enjoying the NFC East this year. We don't play you guys this year. We got Dallas, and who else we have from the NFC East? I know we got the Cowboys.
Who just said that they're not getting past? Who ain't getting past the Cowboys?
He's talking about the Giants.
Oh well, we ain't beat the Cowboys. We ain't beat the Cowboys since like 2018 or some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Dallas should be the best team, but you got to watch out for Washington. They got a great. Oh, he's saying that the Niners aren't going to get past the Cowboys.
That's disrespectful. No, that's disrespectful.
This not the show. So I tell you what, I'll be doing the Niners show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or no, I think it's later. I'm doing it in the evening, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yo, you should let me get a segment on your show.
For sure.
Where I could just rant about the whole league in totality. All the shit the stuff I see in totality.
Say less.
I got so much to say.
Come back tomorrow though, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rollin 24. I'll talk about the Giants and the 49ers. I mean the Cowboys and the 49ers. I'll talk about that.
I think that being that you know that Breezie is a staunch, diehard, dedicated 49ers fan. I thought it was in poor taste.
He might not know that.
I thought it was in poor taste, Rollins, to just say that.
He knows that his team can't beat my team. Like, he knows that. But he's I'm assuming he's a Cowboys fan.
Ill.
But the thing is, he's got to root for his Cowboys. I wouldn't expect anything less. Just be a realist. Like, all my friends are Cowboy fans, and they're realists.
Yeah, but they're delusional. No, they're not. They're delusional.
They're realists to me.
I got several friends that are Cowboy fans, and we all used to go to Dallas. A bunch of guys. We used to go to Dallas and just chill, watch the game, brotherhood and all that stuff. But I
understand. Listen. I got one setup. This is all real. I just mix it together. Look, man, don't think Niners, don't think Celtics, think Christmas, think holiday. That's what it is right there, man. It's red and green, baby. Think that when you watch the show. But we appreciate you, Rollin 24. Thank you so much.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
We got to make arrangements to go to the parade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have to go live from the parade, bro.
We could go live from the parade. I got my set up to where we could do that. And before we jump off here, I want to send a congratulations round of applause to Dan Hurley for turning down $70 million, staying in UConn, and going for the 3 motherfreaking Pete, something that no coach has ever done in NCAA history. And I think he get it done because I don't think there's a team that could be UConn.
That's right. We're going to put that down.
Put that down. Listen.
Put that down. Listen, man.
The way he did it was high fashion, though, right?
He went. They probably had lap dances for him and everything. He went and got all that.
Now, Andre was there, bro.
I know.
She went on that trip.
Well, he probably ate that filet mignon.
They took him to Roof Chris Steakhouse.
He probably ate that filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Yeah, filet mignon. He probably had him some horse divers. All that, son. He got all of that. He got all that. They was like, what we want to do with you, Dan? He was just eating like, oh, yeah, well, pass me that cheesecake. Give me some of that. Yeah, LeBron James, you want me to draft Ronnie? No problem. Bring one. With 54th, we're going to do great things. Yo. Dan did some G gangster.
Listen, that was gangster. But if you're a Laker fan, you knew nobody wants to coach LeBron James. Come on, man.
They need to do something with it. It's a half an outfit. Like they need to have a suit that LeBron could be on the sideline with, and when he go in the game, he can take it off.
He can take it off like the retractable suit, but a suit with the buttons and stuff. Yeah,
that's what he need. He need to be a player coach.
This is why I said they should have just let JJ Redick be the coach. Him and LeBron. Which is
probably going to end up happening anyway.
I don't know, but him and LeBron got a relationship. They do a podcast together, and clearly, he a player guy. He's a player's coach.
But do you want somebody that's
yes?
If LeBron LeBron should have stayed his ass in Miami. That was a real coach.
Only because nope. I'm not even giving Eric Spoelstra that, because Eric Spoelstra to me became a real coach after LeBron left. Now I know he managed those guys, but as far as their egos and all that type of stuff, but that team was really ran by Dwayne Wade. I don't care what nobody says. He was the glue, right? He was the guy that fell back and was like, all right, LeBron, you coming in, let's get this chip.
I'm talking about the ancillary stuff, not even so much basketball. I'm talking about you need somebody that's going to be able to be on your ass.
But I don't think he was accountable. I don't think he was like that. I think LeBron at that age.
Pat Riley was.
We talking two different. Pat Riley wasn't the coach.
Pat Riley was the epto facto zipto.
Pat Riley
facto.
Wasn't the coach.
Just like when he got rid of Stan Van Gundy and came down and coached the team for the championship.
Bro, that was funny.
Pat Riley was doing all of that. He was what?
All I'm saying is LeBron to me is uncoachable, and I think people are afraid to coach the team with LeBron on it. You got to have that old school mentality, like the Pat Rileys, like the Phil Jacksons, like the Greg Popoviches, like I know that's starting to become obsolete and they're becoming dinosaurs, but I just feel like that's the only way you're going to get the best out of your team when you're coaching a team with LeBron James. Like that, it's so weird, bro. Like he's that great of a player, but when it comes to the rotations, that's where him screwed up. Him was terrible. He couldn't figure it out. How come they bust our ass when LeBron James didn't play? He ain't have a problem with the rotations in that game, and they whipped the Celtics' ass on Christmas.
But you blame him for that.
I'm blaming him for the rotations, but it's not. It's he's coaching LeBron. He coached really well when LeBron didn't play. That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. I think LeBron is the one that's the driving force.
I think LeBron is the reason why they can't be coached properly. Is what I'm saying.
That's exactly right.
Russell saying the same thing.
Oh, we're saying the same thing, but we just argue all the time. So just how well. So listen, Westbrook went for the bread because he had to know.
He had to go for the bread. His season is almost his career almost done.
I'm saying though, but everybody and their mama knew that wasn't a good look for them. That wasn't gonna work.
It didn't.
A ball dominant guard.
That's why it wasn't gonna work. I wanted to make sure you added why it wasn't gonna work though.
No, you're gonna be like Kyrie, ball dominant, but you can put the ball in the hole.
Westbrook not finishing at the basket like Kyrie.
No, he can't shoot.
Right. That's the difference.
He's a.
But even Kyrie don't want to play with LeBron. Let that sink in.
But LeBron, here LeBron go trying to. I think the Gump said it this morning. LeBron again trying to get it on. Listen, LeBron. I'm mad because I'm not his running mate. Yo, you're out the playoffs, Bron. Like, go to the Bahamas. Go to Trinidad or someplace.
He in business, playoffs, son. He's in business mode. You know what I'm saying? Like he realized that his ties are there in LA. He got this last season. This is last season, right? And they trying to get
he tested free agency in July.
Oh.
He said that shit about Joe Mazzulla. I'm like, no, you're not coming to Boston.
That's why you sent me that.
That's why I sent you that. Because he's gonna opt out.
Because he said that he's a genius.
That's exactly right.
That's why you said, and chill with the shenanigans.
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
Yes.
Ladies and gents, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Celtics World Podcast. LeBron James will not be a Boston Celtic. He not gonna bring that over here. You heard? You heard? Listen, Celtics look to go up 3-0 on Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys tune in to your local network so you can watch the game, ABC, ESPN, however you do it. Make sure you do it. It's going to be official. Oh, let's end this. Would you draft Bronny James if he's there in the second round?
For the Celtics?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bronny James is going to be, people don't agree with me, Bronny James is going to be a great.
I was going to say the same thing.
He's going to be a great player.
That's going to be my pick.
He's going to be a player. And if the Celtics have him there in the first round, I take him.
Oh, we got to do a show because we got the Laker guru right here, right? George, he's saying boo. I know he tight right now because
nah, he just say he love us. I don't believe him though, because George is always used to bully me on the starting five. So he used to bully me all the time.
He used to bully you. George
used to bully me.
George is a bully, but
he's a bully.
You got to know how to talk to George to get him to unbully. But how many times George and I went at it on live national TV? Like we just would go at it. Like it almost come to like people think we about to fist fight. Now we just highly passionate. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, there was a couple of times I thought Wayne, I know you. There was a couple of times I was like, yo, if he swing, I'm not breaking it up because they two big cats. I'm just gonna politely go upstairs and tip right out the door, act like I was never there.
Me and George was never ever about to fight on camera. But what we did was he wasn't gonna shut up and I was gonna talk louder. And because I could get to the higher decibel range, I'm a first tenor. He like a second tenor. I could get higher in my registry, so that's how we kind of like neutralized the conversations. Me and George used to go at it all the time. But the thing about George, he's very smart. So you got to make sure when you come correct that your diction is proper, your words are proper, or he gonna crack jokes. Why you yelling at him?
I ain't nobody scared of George.
I know, and I ain't say be scared. I'm just trying to give you an insight.
He a Cowboy fan. That's why, man. He a Cowboy fan.
Oh snap! Football season is underway. We got to go to the other podcast for that. What's going on, Brandy? She's in the building. He's pissed off at Danny Hurley right now
because he didn't go with Baby Bron because he didn't want to.
But you just told me Bron not gonna be there.
No, I just said he opted out. That don't mean he leaving.
They might pay. Okay.
Yo, is he calling me a fake Zeke Elliott?
You don't look like Zeke.
Yo, hey. Hey, George.
Yo, Cliff, you got a half shirt on?
George, no, I have a regular shirt on. I got my Black Cafe, my band shirt on.
That's your band shirt.
Yo, listen.
Get one of them crop top shirts, man. Put that joint on, bro. You be Zeke for sure, man.
No, you ain't doing that to me.
Yo, George, I got to get out of here. Yo, we passed our time. George, you can't come in here at the end and start this stuff. We need to continue this. We got to bring George on the show, but I know you're not going to want to talk Celtics.
But you need to be versatile, George. Everybody can't talk about the Cowboys all the time. They get all the coverage anyway. You can't talk about another team. Or them little punk ass Lakers. Huh, George?
Fire shots.
Nah, it's all.
How we get to the Lakers anyway? Like, how do we? We love you too, bro.
Yo, this dude called me Zeke Elliott, man.
He called you a fake Zeke Elliott.
I never had nobody say that to me, and now I can't unsee it.
Oh, he said bring him on. Listen, the next show, maybe we could get George if he's up. We get him on the overreaction show.
Oh my God.
At least his answers won't be biased.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We'll get the unbiased opinion. George, we need the unbiased opinion, bro.
Yeah, George.
Yo, Wednesday night, keep your ass up. We gonna do it.
Take you a nap. I know you need them little afternoon naps. Take you a little early evening nap after dinner.
George, you should have never entered the stratosphere, bro. God, dog.
It's on like Donkey Kong. You call me Zeke Elliott. It's
fake
on.
Zeke Elliott. You gotta
call me a fake. So I don't even look as good as Zeke Elliott.
Nah, but the fact that he called you fake, and I look at you, I see it. It's the beard, it's the face, it's the eyes, it's the eyebrows, it's the mustache,
and my rather poignant forehead.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have two comedians on the show. I get to sit back and hit all these sound buttons. This is gonna be great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Celtics World Podcast. This might have been the most fun I had on this show all playoff series long. We'll be back Wednesday night overreaction game. Hopefully everybody still be up.
Don't you miss the shows, knuckleheads.
Oh, Cliff, you wanted to lead this in about Tatum?
Yes. Can I read it, please?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. I don't got my glasses. People want to just see me score 35 every night, but there's just so much more to the game of basketball and so much more that I bring to the table. And he's showing you that. Yo, he D'ing fives, fours, he D'ing everybody.
Threes, twos, ones.
And the beautiful part about it, when we switch, it's not an uncompetitive switch. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times you'll see a switch with Giannis, and then it'll be some little 5'9" dude. When we switch, every switch is I won't say it's advantageous, but every switch gives us a chance. Like we're not totally. There's no real mismatches unless Pritchard's in the game.
And I think Pritchard is a little pest on defense, man. He trying to size you up. Guys, we'll be back, man. For sure. Stay up, y'all. Celtics world. You know how we do. We out this Jones. Peace.
Yeah.